Oh, well, hey, Vic. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into us a quick chat. Let's talk about some things. All right, y'all. First up on the quick chat, honey, is this nut bag right here. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this man. If you're eating, I do apologize. You can skip along as you see fit, but we have to get into this man right here. Okay, I'm reading from ABC News. They're saying that this veterinarian gets 21 years for dog sexual abuse and child porn. Let's go ahead and read on. Okay, so they're saying a Florida veterinarian has been sentenced to more than 21 years in prison for sexually abusing dogs, posting bestiality videos online, and collecting child images. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, child images. Okay, now court documents show that Prentice K. Madden, whose practice was in Aventura, Florida, he was sentenced to prison on Friday. Okay, I'm like, girl, when did this incident happen and he just now getting sentenced? Disgusting. I pray he did not have any children, and I pray he was not messing around with no ladies, because nobody, no ladies, no men, no nobody. Okay, because that's just nasty. You don't put your little thing up in these animals. Oh, girl, it just makes me cringe. And then you turn around. Oh, girl. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, they're saying prosecutors say Madden, who's 40 years old, what the fuck? Okay, produced videos of himself having sex with dogs and shared them in online chats. What the kind of stuff is this? Everybody in the online chats that was over here liking the content, lock them up too, because at this point I believe that y'all enjoy violating the animals that you have at home as well. Okay, so we need to go ahead and round them all up and lock them all up. This is absolutely disgusting. And then you sit up there girl, you sit up here filming yourself while you do it. Ooh. This is too much. Okay, they say he also received numerous images of children. You know what I'm saying? And he stored them on his cell phone and chatted about them online. Girl, what online? Do not tell us that he was doing some things online if you're not going to let us know what app it was, so that we can go ahead and get it banned. Okay, so we can go ahead and protest against it, get it shut the hell down. Hear what it is that I say. Things like this we shouldn't be doing this. This is nasty. Okay, anybody around condoning that, you have issues. Okay, they're saying that Madden pled guilty. Baby, you ain't have no choice when they had the images of it. Okay, you ain't have no choice when they had images of this. Okay, Madden pled guilty in July to child porn, okay, animal crush, and animal torture charges, which included bestiality. Child, you had a crush on an animal. Who does that? Okay, now they're saying that his attorneys sought a lighter sentence, in part based on Madden's claims that he suffered mental problems due to abuse by his parents and family friend as a child. I mean, that could be the case, honey, but you went on and you became a doctor and stuff like that, and you took an oath and everything to do right by the animals and stuff, honey. And here it is, people thinking they taking their animals to you where they're safe, and the animals was never safe at all. Baby, oh baby, no sir, no sir. You got the appropriate amount of time. Like, that is absolutely disgusting. Y'all love trying to go to the mental states when it comes down to getting lesser charges, honey. I can't take it. But anyway, now once he is released, Madden will remain on probation for another 25 years. So baby, you for the big, he not gonna make it. He's 40. He got 21, okay, on him. Now, unless he ends up getting out sooner than what he need to be, but he got 21 years. Okay, so that's going to be 61, and then another 25 years, he going to be remaining on probation and must register with Florida as a SEX offender. Baby, I don't know what kind of life you're going to have once you come up out of there. You're going to be too old to live on. Do you have children already? Girl, I hope that you don't, but girl, you might want to, hopefully your time rounds up while you're in prison, honey, because it ain't gonna look too good when you get out. But that's all I got. That's all I got on you, Mr. Prentice Madden, okay, because we all mad at the bullshit that you was out here doing. But let's go ahead and transition. Let's talk about Joel Osteen, because, honey, he and many of these others that went out there and got that PPP loan, they cannot verify the information that you put out, girl, y'all gonna have to pay it back. But I'm sure he was able to, but we gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? He probably was able to verify why he did all that money. I don't know, but the headlines over here at Forbes is reading he about to have to pay it back, okay? Because Joel Osteen's mega church reportedly paying back $4.4 million in PPP loans, okay? Now, Houston mega church led by celebrity pastor. First of all, why is celebrity coming in front of pastor? I don't like that. Celebrity pastor. I don't like that. Celebrity pastor. I don't like that. He's just a pastor. We don't have to add celebrity in front of it. He's just, you know, he's a pastor, okay? Joel Osteen will return all $4.4 million it received in a forgivable loan from the federal government last year through its PPP, okay, through his Paycheck Protection Program. Now, after Osteen and his church received widespread criticism from those who felt the loan was unnecessary. So maybe that's why. But wasn't it an incident a while ago where some things was happening in Texas? I don't know if it was a storm or something was going on, and he didn't even want to open up his church to let the people in or something like that. I think he had to get backlash before it opened up. And then here it is, you trying to go over here and get a PPP loan with all this money when you already getting enough money from the church, and you out here living lavish with airplanes and all this other stuff. And then you want to go file for a $4.4 million for that's not even adding up, honey. I thought you already had it going on. And then you take this money, and how did you use this money to help out the people? Oh, okay. Well, he gonna have to go ahead and pay it back because it's really not adding up over here for me. Let me see what else I got over here. I feel like it was something else I wanted to say about Joel and his BS. No, I wanted to say something to these folks. Y'all heard how they said that it was a forgivable loan, right? It was forgivable, meaning that you shouldn't have to pay nothing back. Well, yikes, because he's about to pay it back, and they're gonna be rounding up a few more people, honey, so that y'all can go ahead and get ready to pay that money back. But either way, you know how I feel, girl. Good luck. So let's go ahead and move on. Okay, they gave us a few facts about him that I'm not even going to go into, right? I really don't. Yeah, they ain't really talking about nothing with these facts about the church. I don't care nothing about the background of the church or anything. Only thing I'm focused on is the fact that he going to have to pay this money back, okay? So there's that on that. Okay, y'all go ahead and help him. Y'all want to donate to the cause so he can get this $4.4 million back. Hopefully he do what needs to be done, honey. We're gonna go ahead and transition, child. Let's get over here to Miss Wendy. Miss Wendy. Now I've been telling y'all Miss Wendy was not coming back. I told y'all Wendy was supposed to be here on the 18th. Wendy is not coming back, and y'all not gonna make me think nothing different, okay? And obviously Wendy's people decided to go ahead and drop us a note to let us know what's really going on. Now I had been suggesting for a long time, girl, take your rest for the rest of the year. The holiday season is definitely around the corner, and you should just let some guests come in and host, right? Well, it looks like Wendy may have heard me, girl. It looks like she's going to take a little bit of my advice, so let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? They posted on Wendy's page that the Wendy Williams show will start airing originals on Monday, October 18th, with an exciting lineup of guest hosts and panels to be announced shortly, okay? Now, Wendy continues to be under medical supervision and meets with her medical team on a daily basis. She is making progress, but is experiencing serious complications as a direct result of Graves' disease and her thyroid condition. It has been determined that more time is needed before she is able to return to her live hosting duties, okay? They also go on to say Wendy is a valued member of the Debmar Mercury family and has been for 12 years. We want her health to be her top priority. As soon as she's ready, she will be back in her treasured purple chair. Okay. Now, very much, they say they very much appreciate the respect of Wendy's privacy, as well as all the good wishes from her fans, station partners, and advertisers. Okay. So, Nick, this goes to you, baby. They not trying to let up on that position that she already holds. Okay, so you're gonna have to deal and be okay with the position that you got, because they're not trying to give you that. Sorry, baby. They're not trying to give you that slot that you may have wanted. So you're gonna have to be okay with the slot that you didn't got. I'm not mad at this. I've been saying this, that this is what Wendy should have been doing. Girl, take your break. Okay, you're only getting older up in age, girl. Take your break. You have been dealing with a lot of stress, especially with Kevin or Kelvin, whatever his name is, your ex-husband, the BS he been putting out there, girl. You having to pay them money, these folks living off your money. Miss Wendy has been through a lot, and I don't even think she had the time to really sit down and heal on top of her ongoing health issues. Girl, take a break. Take a break. I feel like with entertainment, you're always expected to be on demand. be on the go, have the high energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to perform even if it's not even live, right? Even if it's not live. And in her case, I feel like she got to perform even more because she's live on TV. But I feel like entertainment business can be very demanding and wearing and tearing on one's body. So I feel like, girl, take you a break if needed and come back better than ever. Okay, so I'm not mad at Miss Wendy, girl. Do what you need to do. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about Miss Raw Ali. Raw Ali, a love and hip hop. What is it? New York, okay? Former friend of Remy Ma turned bestie with Mr. Nicki Minaj. Let's go ahead and get it to her. So I'm not sure who this man is, girl, but he surfaced on social media because obviously he had been her boo at one point. One point, even when she was married and pregnant, child. Honey, I don't know what was the conversation between the both of them, but he decides to take the social media to try and air Miss Girl out. Okay, he airs Miss Girl out all on social media, talking about how she was his girl, how he smashed her while she was pregnant and everything. Y'all, let me just read this to y'all. Some of the things that he said. Okay, he says, "Nothing you ever post or say can ever bother me in life. It was funny to us when you was sucking my DICK faithfully. We both got videos and pics." And now, mind you, this is when he made an original post airing her out about her changing up and switching up after she became a blogger, right? He also goes on to say, "Everyone who really know me know I clown around all day, nor do I give a about videos we made at home, because after that video, I probably gave you back shots. I'm sure of it." Well, I gave you back shots. I'm sure of it. But anyway, she know what she did yesterday to even make me speak on this. But listen, you stated on your show and to me, let me open this up a little bit more. You stated on your show and to me, after more females than you ever imagined. Okay, just know that you're included as well as all the chicks you sent me and we hit together. I ain't get that part. So you can never break what you ain't made. I've been putting on bringing baddies to the block. You know that. Okay. He tells her that she was his BIT for many years before she became a blogger. So obviously there was something that took place on her radio show. There was some conversation that happened that led to him feeling the need to air out Miss Raw. Right? I'm not sure if she said something that triggered him, but when I first read everything, I was getting jealous. I was like, why is he jealous of this woman? What did this woman do? Why is you jealous of this woman and this woman don't want to deal with you no more? And then you decide to go ahead and air her out, as most men like to do when a woman don't want them no more, and she ain't rocking with them no more. Either they get real physical with her or they start airing her out because they jealous and they mad. What is that about? Okay, so he must have pissed her off. She went on her show with said some slick stuff. He got wind of it and decided to air her out and talk about how she was married at the time and pregnant, but was sucking and hopping on his DIC. Okay, now he was wrong for airing her out like that, girl. Now, first of all, if you was married and stuff, girl, you really was wrong for being out here like that, taking these images and stuff and sending them over to this man and all that, girl. You was wrong for that. Okay, now if that isn't true and you were supposed to be happily married, girl, you was wrong. However, I feel like he ain't right in this situation either. You trying to air her out because you don't like something. I don't think that's very fair. I think that was really mean. Okay, but some of the girls out here don't give a damn about him being mean, because y'all know, obviously, Miss Claudia Jordan cannot stand her some Raw Ali, so she had some things to say. Okay, she had to go ahead and hop into this conversation. Now, see, this one Miss Claudia be missing out some time because she love hopping into conversations. And it's like, girl, you don't even have to say all that. So when people start hopping on your tail and they start dragging you, you got to be okay with it, because you didn't even have to hop into the conversation. But she chose to, right? So she hopped into this conversation with this guy and Raw Ali, and she says underneath, okay? She says at the bottom, looks like Raw Ali's alleged. Now, this is what the caption is saying for Hollywood Unlocked. Look like Raw Ali's alleged boo isn't feeling how she switched up. Now, Claudia says, oh my God, not nuts on the face while pregnant. Somebody else named Sharice commented and said, that's probably the only thing I'd win in the have you ever game, LOL, thinking it's so funny. So Claudia says, ha, right. Shorty wild for this. But she been hella awful to so many people just to please her master. So such is life. We all got to take our L's. I'm like, now, Claudia, if she took that wrong and decided to hop onto social media and start giving you some work, You can't be mad about it, girl, because you did include yourself in on this conversation, giving your 2 cents. So you're going to have to be okay with how it comes back. All right. Now, when she talked about master, I'm like, what master is you talking about? And the only person I can relate that back to is Miss Nicki Minaj. Okay, so that must be the master that she's speaking on. So, Miss Claudia, why would you call Nicki a master? Why would you say that? Do you have an issue with Miss Nicki as well? Girl, everybody got an issue with Miss Nicki right now, because Miss Nicki, girl, we're gonna have to do another video for Miss Nicki, because Miss Nicki been out here, saying what she want to say, getting away with whatever she want to get away with, addressing everything but what people expected her to address, which is the situation with Miss Jennifer Huff. She out here addressing the ladies of Real Housewives of Potomac, going to make appearances over there, but it can't seem to have made an appearance to let the judge know that they have received this lawsuit and they plan to act accordingly. So that's on the table. Miss Nicki is talking about everything but that, so much so that she's continuing to promote this song she has with Jesse Nelson called Boys. Okay, she's promoting that song and going in on people for talking about Jesse being a blackfisher, girl. But we'll get into that in another video, honey. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below about Miss Ra Ali and Miss Claudia feeling the need to chime in and leave her 2 cents. Let me know your thoughts, but we're going to go ahead and move on to someone else. Let's get to Miss Lala. Y'all know Lala Anthony is the, I guess you could say, the ex-wife to Carmelo Anthony. They had been together for many years since they were like teenagers. I believe she was like a VJ over on, was it TRL or something like that? She was like a VJ at one point. And I guess she ended up meeting Carmelo earlier on in life. They dated for many years, eventually had a child. Then the rumors spread around that he, had an outside child. And honey, I'll never forget, it was like a reality show where Lala sat up there and said that she would never like divorce her husband. If she ever got married, she would never leave him no matter what or whatever. Girl, I guess, things change when we get into actual situations. It's one thing to say what we'll do when we're not in it. And then once we get in it, the response could be a bit different. But she hung in there as long as she could. But she finally opened up with a sit down interview. I believe it was with Angie Martinez. She opened up at that sit down interview and just talked about her marriage and how things had been over for a minute, and how she's been single for some time. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip and let you guys get into this audio of what Miss Lala had to say about her marriage to Carmelo Anthony. Go ahead and check this out.
But it's been years now since then. Like, to a lot of people, it feels like this single thing is new. Like, it's been years now that we've separated and stuff. So I've dealt with the emotions behind it, and I still have my moments, but for the most part, I can talk about it now and laugh about it and find, the humor in it all. Otherwise, I'll be a basket case.
You have to.
I already went through that. I already went through that part.
Were you really bad?
Yeah. I was bad because it was public. I was bad because there were other people involved. I was bad because there were allegations. It got bad. And I'm not a person to ever put my business on social media. I'm not a person I've never spoke. This is the first time I've spoke about it. By the way, I've got offered Red Table Talk, this, that. I've never talked about it, but you're my friend and I'm comfortable. But it's like, so many times you do want to say, oh, you guys really want to know what happened? You want to hear it from me, but you hold it in and it's like, oh, La's doing good. She looked good on the gram. It's like, no, that shit hit me really hard.
You never know what people are going through.
You never know. And that came out of nowhere. It wasn't expected. And, I've heard so many times, like, even a lawyer said once, well, he's a basketball player. What did you expect? And I'm like, to be honest, I didn't expect that. I didn't go into this marriage expecting that. So I was caught off guard.
Yeah. And then how do you heal from that?
Time.
Because, by the way, as we're sitting here and people are watching you talk about this, there's mad people trying to heal from
it's time.
Something.
It's time. It's finding love and passion and other things. For me, it's my son and work. So I go head first into that, stay busy. It's time. It's therapy. It's always been a stigma around therapy, but it's helpful to talk to just a neutral person and
people
get it all out.
People are starting to really be comfortable and open about talking about it.
And it's helpful. Like, I would come out, it would be hard. Like, you got to bring it all out, but I would come out feeling like lighter and better, and just utilizing therapy and time and just allowing myself to feel the feelings that you feel when you go through. I was with him for 15 years.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like, that was hard.
Yeah, they say divorce is like that. Like, when,
I forget
you're
what it's
like. Moving and divorce are the three most challenging.
It is
like emotional things that you go through.
And then but then you realize how strong you are and resilient, and you bounce back, and then you checking DMs and trying to go on a date. So it's like
comparing DMs with your girlfriends to see if they got the copy and paste.
Exactly.
You're gonna be great, and you're strong, and you're strong, and you're like resilient.
I'm listening to that and I'm just so happy to hear that Lala is just at a good place and she's at peace. You know, things do take time. I kind of like how she went about that, even though sometimes it's like an urge to like, girl, leave him, girl, divorce him. I'm glad that she kind of like kept her business for the most part to herself. She let everybody do all the talking as much as they wanted to. She didn't really confirm or deny a lot of things when she was going through it. And she just went at her pace. And even though she was going through a lot, and, you know, separating from this man, she still made that SHI work like so many other women do. You know, they still get out here, they still grind it out. She started to, you know, put other things in place so she could kind of distract herself. And she started to, you know, get to work, you know, acting and stuff like that, continuing to act, whether people feel like she's a great actress or she's not a great actress. At the end of the day, she's doing what it is that she loves to do, and many people would love to be in her position. So I'm happy for Lala to be at this place of peace. I believe she filed for a divorce from him finally, what, like maybe 2 months ago or a few months ago or whatever. She finally actually like filed and put it through, even though we all kind of knew they weren't together, but you could never really tell because he would do nice things for her birthday and stuff. You know, you could tell he still want that old thing back, but she just like, you know, I'm good. And all of that. But all in all, like I said, you know, I'm happy for her. Girl, go do your thing, you know. We don't know what the future holds. Maybe she'll get back with him, maybe she won't. Maybe she'll find her a Russell Wilson somewhere else. So go do your thing. Happy for her. And that's really it, you know. And I'm glad that she had a safe space and safe place with her good girl Angie Martinez, where she could go and share that information with her and have that talk, you know, and when she was ready and when she was healed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that, but that's really all that I got. I want to hear y'all thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, or follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.